powders or toothache. But we went into this Love's, you know, where we were staying at, and all they had was Abyssal or anything like that. So he had to use goody powders, Tylenol, ibuprofen. He did everything good. He finally got it knocked out there later on tonight. So I'm letting him rest over there in the passenger seat while I drive. We're headed to Minneapolis, Minnesota. So we're northbound and down. We're on 39. We're in Illinois, not far from Wisconsin. This is Ride with the Trucker. I'm just letting y'all bring y'all live here. Let's just see what's going on. Pretty day though. It's clear. So listen, I'm gonna start doing the live stream. I believe we're gonna do it. I'm waiting for I get 1,000 subscribers before I start it. We're at 960 or 957, something like that. Close to 960, 958, I don't know. I should have it soon. Haven't decided the day yet. It's gonna be once a week. You know, I do these little live streams here, Ride with the Trucker once in a while, but I'm gonna start doing a live once a week session where I can take answers and questions. You can save all your questions and answers or questions for me, and you'll be able to leave them in the comments, and have it. Hello, Cindy. I see you just dropped in. Appreciate you subscribing and appreciate you joining the channel and watching today. We're live right now. If you just joined us, we are 39 northbound on the way to Minneapolis. And if you get some value out of the channel, you like it, make sure you hit the like button. Like I said, I just started doing these live views not too long ago. It's just something I started doing so you can kind of see what the trucker's life's about and what we have to go through out here. Leave me a comment, you know, let me know if you're going to be a truck driver in the future, or if you're going to school, or if you're already trucking, or if it's something you just like watching, let me know. But I am going to be doing the live sessions once a week, wherever I'm at. I haven't decided the time. I'll be letting y'all know next week, but so I can answer questions. You can leave me comments now, and I can answer them. I transfer all my comments back. I try to. People leave me comments on all my videos, and I try my best to answer them all back. I do answer them back, but I mean, a lot of times I drive, so I might have to wait to the end of the day, or what's going on. Hello, Jay, there's my son. What's going on, buddy? I said he just joined me. Good to see you, buddy. Jay's party. Yeah, Jay's my son. He's got a little YouTube channel too, so. What's up, son? How you doing today? Daddy's got to head to Minneapolis, and I'll be heading back home soon, so. But if y'all are all just joining me, I'm in Illinois. This is what Illinois looks like, y'all. It is flat. It doesn't look like Georgia. It don't look like Georgia, does it, son? This is what Illinois looks like, and we are headed, it's got a big sky, we are headed to Illinois. What's up, Michael? I see you in the house today. I see there's a Cindy in the house, Jay's in the house, Michael in the house. I appreciate y'all joining. If y'all like this ride along, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit the like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. This channel is all about trucking life. You know, I try to talk to you about what trucking's like. Signal's a little bad right here. I got going in and out, so if I lose signal, just hold on. We'll get it popped back on. Okay, ice road trucker. I'm not an ice road trucker, that's for sure. I actually just I don't like doing ice road. I haven't had to do no ice road trucker. But I do drive the ice. I see there, Michael. You said you're studying for your CDL. Congratulations, man. And studying, listen, you just got to go for it, man. I got my CDLs 15 years ago, and it's the best thing I ever done. Listen, for CDL tips, if you're studying for your CDL right now, I'm gonna give you a couple tips, Michael. Like I said, a couple tips on driving. I'm sorry, not driving, studying for CDLs. When you study for your CDLs, you want to try to get as much time in as you can, right before the thing. You want to try to go to CDL practice tests. There's CDL practice tests you can do. Practice tests, and there's a bunch of them. Take them as much as you can. You got the general knowledge, you have the air brakes, the combination vehicles. Make sure that you take those practice tests as much as you can, as often as you can. So make sure you do that, drivers. If you're studying for your CDLs. And then once you know you got them right, then go. Don't wait till the last minute for trying to cram it all in before the test. Set your test up later on. I appreciate you watching, Michael. If anything I can do to help you along your CDL path, let me know, man. And even afterwards, you get out here on the road. I'm a trainer. That's what I do is I train drivers. I've actually got a trainee in the truck right now. And, you know, hey, Trey, what if you learned anything out here with me?
A lot.
He's telling a lot. He's learned a lot. He's been a little quiet over there today. He's got a bad tooth. But there's a lot of things that, you know, CDL school will not teach you that you'll just have to, you know, you'll not learn or whatever. But you'll learn out here. You just got to get out here and practice, man. You just got to get out here and do it. But I appreciate y'all all joining me live and watching this. Like I said, this is Trucking Live with Sean. The question was, would you drive on the ice road? Probably not. I ain't that crazy. I mean, yeah, if the money was right enough, I probably would. I'm a little crazy, but, you know, I drive in a lot of snow. I drive on icy roads. But as far as a ice road, like ice road truckers, that's a different, you know, I don't have the experience of doing that. If it paid enough, yeah, probably I would. But, you know, that's a good, you know, but, you know, it's a crazy job. I watched that show, too, before, and they make good money doing that, and, you know, they get out there, and they make sure, you know, a lot of them are safe. It is dangerous, but, you know, they try to, they're good experienced drivers, and they know when they're supposed to drive and stuff like that. But anyway, this is Trucking Live with Sean. We are northbound, headed to Minneapolis, Minnesota. I appreciate all y'all joining me. I appreciate all your comments. Leave comments. I will answer them back, you know, as much as I can. But I am gonna start doing that live feed. I'm gonna start doing that once a week. I've got some good things set up. Like we're gonna be doing some interviews. I got an interview with our safety manager. I'm gonna be doing a live view with him. I'm gonna do a live session with the operations manager with my company, and maybe recruiting and dispatch. So that way y'all can ask dispatchers questions. Y'all can be asking the safety manager questions. And I'm gonna start these. I've got it all lined up. Once I hit 1,000 subscribers, that's what I'm gonna do. Right now I'm on I-39. So CJ's party. I'm on I-39 northbound in Illinois, headed to Minnesota. That's where I'm at. Headed to Minneapolis, Minnesota. He says, I got a message that says, Michael Vernon says, I'm 56, just haven't figured out who to go for my training. Swift for schooling. Okay, yeah, I've got a few different thoughts. Okay, if I was you, I would go to a paid school. You can go to a paid school. If you have the money to do it, go to a good training school. There is companies like Swift, but I didn't train there, so I'll give you my feedback on it. But let me tell you what I know about it. The trainees that I've gotten, they've enjoyed going to paid training school versus going to Swift. I've had trainees that came from Swift, come from Snyder, come from different places, and they all didn't like it. They said that, you know, they bring you in, they train you, but then they put you with the trainer, and most of the trainers after you get your CDLs have only been driving for like 3 months. They run you like a team, and it's very dangerous, and then they don't pay you as much per mile. They try to charge you for all that money and try to pay you back. So what I suggest, Michael, you can do that. That is a route if you don't have the money to do it. Like, okay, I've had drivers go there, get their CDLs, quit Swift, then they come over to the company that I work for or other companies, and we actually, or not we, but the company I work for will actually pay Swift back for the training, or before your CDL, actually get your CDLs. The company I work for is Rosedale Transport. They're out of Dalton, Georgia. But I'm not a recruiter for them, but there's a lot of different companies that you can go to work for that will do that. You just got to do your research. Now, I don't know what state you live in, but I know in Georgia, where I live at, I didn't pay anything for my CDL school. I went and got a grant actually to do it. They had what you call a Hope Scholarship. As long as you had a GED or high school diploma, you can go and you can get your CDL school. I had to pay for the test and stuff, but like I said, it was like 8-week course. It's like $150 or something like that. All right, so I got another question. Where are you going? I'm going to a state called Minnesota, son. It's Minneapolis, Minnesota. That's where I'm going. At Jay's party, that's my son there. He's riding along with me. You riding along with Daddy today, son? He's got a YouTube channel too called Jay's Party. Y'all should check it out. He got a little small YouTube channel he does in the house. But love you, buddy. Glad you'll be able to watch today. But this is what Daddy does. I just drive along these roads. A little bumpy today. I seen some snow yesterday. A lot of snow. Yeah. little bit of snow. It was cold last night. It was like 20 degrees. It was really cold. But yeah, I seen a little snow in Kentucky and in Illinois. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get some snow up here. It says it's got like a 60% show of snow in Minneapolis tomorrow, so hopefully we're running this snow. Let's talk about snow driving for a minute. I had some questions. People were asking about winter driving. Let me give you some tips, y'all. I'm going to give you like 10 tips real quick on winter driving, because I know we're about to start winter driving. Number one, y'all got to inspect your vehicle. Look, pre-trips are very important, and they're always important, but when you're going into bad weather, I know I talked about this the other day on the rainy channel, but when I was talking about rain, not rainy channel, but on rainy driving, but when you're about to ride in the snow, you want to make sure your tires are good. Y'all want to make sure that you've got good pressure in your tires. So when the weather gets cold, the tires kind of leak down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? They lose a little. So make sure your tires are really good. Make sure you're full of oil. You want to make sure that you've got plenty of antifreeze. Make sure you got plenty of antifreeze. Make sure, all that stuff, so that way your heat possible and work and stuff, you know what I mean? And the next thing you want to do, the second tip is going to be just slow down, drivers. Just slow down. You've always got to slow down, especially in winter, because, look, it's crazy out there. So number 3 tip, it kind of goes with number 2, is give yourself extra space. And let me explain that for a minute. When you're out here driving and it's in icy and snowy conditions, which we're going to be getting to that, and y'all don't see live stream from that, when you get in that icy road conditions, people, 4-wheelers, and when I say 4-wheelers, that's any vehicle that's not an 18-wheeler. I call those 4-wheelers. 4-wheelers out here are cars, trucks, vans, non-commercial truck drivers, okay? So let's get that straight real quick. A 4-wheeler, they drive crazy. They forget how to drive sometimes. So your main accidents are caused from the 4-wheelers running into each other or causing you to run into them. So them space so you can see what they're doing. In rainy conditions, let's say it's just raining, it takes twice as long to stop a vehicle. Twice as long. When it's icy outside, it takes 10 times. 10 times. And we're driving an 80,000 pound vehicle. We're like a missile. We can do some crazy damage. So you've gotta give yourself that extra space. You understand what I'm saying, drivers? So give yourself the extra space so that way you can get in and out. Make sure you're not running into other vehicles. Make sure that you can get around them and all that, okay? So make sure you give yourself the extra space. The next thing, number 4, is, I call it stay smooth, drivers. When I say stay smooth, what I mean by that is you're braking. You don't want to get on the hard braking, not in bad weather. I'm sorry, y'all, it's so bumpy right here. Oh, there we go. Let's get it up a little bit better for y'all. Okay, so yeah, you want to stay smooth, y'all. Stay smooth. Don't be getting on the hard braking. Don't be hitting nothing sudden. Don't hit the fuel sudden, okay? Make sure you don't just, hit the fuel. Don't be jumping on the brakes. Don't be going around curves real fast. Nothing sudden. So that's why I say stay smooth. Stay smooth, driver. The key is to maintain constant speed. Stay constant. So Jack, I'll be home. Jesse, they got a question. What day are you going home? I should be home Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday nights. I should be home then. Tuesday, I'll be off Wednesday. All right. Next thing you want to do. Oh, what's that little bump right there? Next thing you want to do is let there be light. All right. When I say let there be light, you want to make sure that it stays bright outside. You stay that you can see. Make sure you're cleaning off your lights. Make sure you clean off your tail lights. Make sure you want to clean off everything and make sure that you can see good and people can see you. That's why I call it let there be light. All right. You also want to take evasive action, drivers. A lot of times when I say that, you see a car spin out or jackknives, you may just don't want to slam on your brakes. You may just want to go around them. You may want to take the evasive action just to go around them instead of slamming on your brakes. So take evasive action, drivers. And when in doubt, and you don't know if the road's really bad, just pull over. Sometimes it's safer just to pull over. What's going on, Trucker B? I see you there. How you doing? You're just joining me right now. We're live. I'm live. This is Uncut. I'm headed northbound on 39, headed to Wisconsin. I'm in Illinois, but we're talking about winter driving, and we're talking about how to stay safe out there. But like I said, so the next thing you want to do is, like, if you're in doubt, just pull over. That's what you want to do. You just want to pull over. My rule is this: if I got to drive 25 miles an hour, I'm not driving at that. I've seen drivers drive in 15, 20 miles an hour for hours. Well, last year when I was in Illinois, I was driving, and it was icy, and there was trucks jackknifing everywhere, and everybody was. I just pulled it on over, found a spacious spot, good safe place. The next day I got up, I was good to go. They had done salted the roads, and I could hit the roads. The same drivers that I remember seeing, one driver, I kept trying to pass him and get by, he was jackknifing on the side of the road. So it's not worth it. All you got to do is just keep going. Yeah, I'll be going right, Trucker B, I'll be going right through Madison, actually. Madison, see, right now I'm almost to Rockford. I think I'm almost to Rockford now. Actually, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm right here in Illinois on 39 going right up through, so that's pretty cool, driver. That's cool, Trucker B. I should be going close to there, right through 39, I believe it does. But anyway, so the next step I want to have is just be prepared, drivers. Drivers, you want to be prepared at all times. You know, you got to be prepared. If you're a truck driver, you got to be prepared. But especially with winter driving. So let me give you a few tips that I do. I keep extra blankets on the truck. If I get out here and this truck breaks down or I run out of fuel, which God forbid you don't want to do that, you want to make sure you've got extra blankets on the truck. Extra wool socks. I keep wool socks on in the truck. I've got some good thermal overalls. I got a good boggin, and I got some waterproof gloves and some waterproof boots. You want to stay warm out here, drivers. You never know what's going to happen. You never know what type of blizzard you may run into. So you want to make sure that you're staying prepared. It's almost winter, and if you're from Wisconsin there, Trucker B, you know how bad the roads can get. They can get bad up north, especially all my Canadian subscribers. They get bad up there. We go to Canada too. You know, I don't go to Canada much, but like I said, I do go right up there. So you want to make sure, that you know, and make sure that you're prepared and you always stay ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Another thing you want to keep in the truck is you want to keep you plenty of non-perishable foods, keep you some water bottles. Just that, you know, if they shut the interstate down for some reason, you want to make sure that you've got extra water and extra food. I was stuck one time for 6 hours, and this was not even winter, this was in the summertime in Kentucky. It was hot, but they had a fatality, nobody could go nowhere, but I had water bottles, and I seen a couple cars out there, there's kids in the car, and I was able to pass out water bottles to the other cars that had kids in them and stuff. So make sure, you know, you keep the extra food, you keep extra drinks in your car. You want to have that, drivers. So always be prepared. You don't want to live your life in fear. Like, I'm not afraid, oh my God, I might get in a storm, or oh my God, I might die. You don't want to be afraid, but you want to be prepared. So let's overcome fear with being prepared. Like I said, the Bible doesn't give you, and the Bible says God doesn't give you a spirit of fear, but, you know, he gives you a peace of mind, you know what I'm saying, and a sound mind. Spirit of peace and sound mind. Sorry about that. Yeah, like I said, all right, Michael, up here in New York. Yeah, it gets nasty in New York. I see that. So, drivers, you want to be prepared at all times. All right, so like I said, being prepared can be a lot of things. You got, you know, yourself and all your stuff in your truck. Yes, you want to have your extra gloves and all that stuff, rain jacket, blah, 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 blah. But let's talk about a few other things. Shovel. If you've got a good folded shovel, I've had it where I've had to dig my way, get out of the snow off my tires so I can get out at certain truck stops. Make sure you've got a good shovel, drivers. Make sure you got that. Ryder Trucker B says that roads get really bad. I miss my exit and finish calls. Yeah, yes, exactly. You'll miss your exit sometimes, you know, and you got to be prepared. Let's talk about having the truck prepared. Make sure you're checking the oil, your antifreeze. Make sure you got some good gel to put in that anti-gel to put in the fuel. Make sure you got some de-icer for the windows. These are stuff that we need to start taking, drivers. We need to start taking seriously and start preparing now, because winter's right around the corner. So my channel, like I said, is about trucking life. I'm still in the same spot on I-39 in Illinois. Still here, Jay. My internet may be going in and out, and if it is, I apologize. I'm bouncing around up here, I know that. But so yeah, I'm in the state of Illinois, headed northbound. We're headed to Minneapolis, Minnesota. I'll be coming up on Wisconsin soon enough. So. All right, so yeah, being prepared. You got to be prepared. And another thing, driver, is you just got to check twice. Check twice. When I say check twice, is everything is like, can be foggy out here. Your vision can be lower. It can be harder to see. And when it gets like that, you need to double check twice to make sure there's no incoming car, make sure nobody's going to run into you, and to make sure that you're all right. So make sure you do that. Make sure you're checking twice. I hope I answered your questions, y'all, about winter driving. There's just a lot to talk about on winter driving. I could probably talk all day about it, but I just wanted to bring this to you live. It's not snowy yet. When it does, I will come back, but I want y'all to make sure y'all check in when I start doing these live streams. They're going to be one. I'm trying to take a survey. Y'all leave me in the comments what day would be good for me to do the live stream. Would y'all rather be on the weekends? Would y'all rather be on weekdays? I'm going to do it once a week. I'm going to do an hour live to take questions and answers, but I want to schedule it for a certain time every week. So make sure you leave me in the comment what day's good and what time, morning, evening, night. Even if you're not watching this video now and you watch it later, leave me a comment and let me know. I do appreciate all my subscribers. I'm going to start it once I hit 1,000 subscribers, y'all. So right now I think I'm at 958. I'm close to something like that. I'm close to 960. Channel's only a couple months old. I appreciate it. It's because of y'all, the subscribers that are actually checking in. Y'all are leaving comments. And I appreciate that. You know, I feel like I'm not just talking to nobody. I feel like I'm trying to make a difference. I'm trying to save lives 1 mile marker at a time. You hear? He said Wednesdays I'm in school, usually on the weekdays. Okay, so you know Wednesdays, weekends probably be good. I was thinking maybe Saturday night or Sunday night. That's what I was thinking. So, and like I said, I've got interviews that I'm gonna start doing with trucking companies and different recruiters and different schools. That way y'all can have these live questions. And I want to start interviewing trucking companies live. That way y'all can answer the questions instead of me just recommending it. And I want to get other drivers. I can find other drivers out here at these truck stops. I'm going to try to find drivers out here at the truck stops on a Saturday night that maybe work for Werner or work for Swift or work for Schneider. And I can actually do an interview. If I'm stuck at a truck stop, I'll find somebody that we can do an interview so we can ask these questions. We can say, hey, what is it like if I join up with y'all? I don't want to just tell y'all to come to work for Rosedale or work for the company that I work for, because I mean, it sounds biased. I do like the company I work for, and I do recommend them, but I want to give y'all trucker's life from multiple point of views. And I appreciate it, Michael. I appreciate it. I appreciate your comment there. I'm trying. I really am. I'm trying to give good advice. I like helping drivers. I'm sick of seeing what bothers me the most. This drives me freaking nuts. What bothers me the most is I see these kids and these older guys, and it don't matter, young, old, they get out of school and they don't know about trucking life. CDL schools teaching them how to get their CDL, but that's it. They don't know the etiquette. You know, they don't know how, you know, how we deal with things out here, and they piss a lot of drivers off, but it's not their fault. I just feel bad for them because they're not, you know what I mean? They're not really, they don't know no better, you know? And I'm having and a lot of people die out here. This is a dangerous job. Driving a truck is very dangerous, especially if you don't know what you're doing. And, you know, it can be dangerous for me if y'all don't know what y'all doing and y'all run into me or, you know, cause a pileup. I don't want to lose my life, and I don't want my family to be out driving on these roads. So, you know, I can't save the world, but I can try my best to try to teach one driver at a time, and maybe that'll help it on. And then I suggest y'all pass it along. Learn these kids. We used to, back in the old days, drivers would learn from their grandpas, or they would learn from, you know, their dads. You know, it was like a generational thing passed down. But nowadays, you know, I'm not an old trucker. I had to get out here and learn too. But nowadays, truck driving's just not the same from out here from old schools, you know? But I appreciate everybody joining me, and I appreciate y'all watching along, and y'all are what's making this channel grow by just watching these videos and, you know, helping it. Like I said, I'm not making no money from YouTube yet. I may later in the future, but that ain't what it's about. What it's about is teaching y'all and making it safe, and, you know, something I enjoy doing. You know, I'm out here on the road all the time, and, you know, a lot of times I do train drivers. Like I have a trainee now, but when I'm not training, I'm by myself out here, and, you know, it feels good to have, you know, some other drivers I talk to, and I can bounce questions off and on, and I can help people and try to make things better. But y'all got some value out of this, you know, smash that like button, dude. That helps me out a lot. Yeah, let somebody know about it, you know. But I appreciate all y'all joining today. I appreciate all y'all in the house. I see Trucker B, Michael Vernon, Jay's Party. I see a lot of different y'all. Let's see. I see somebody named Cindy. That must be a new subscriber. It's on here. A lot of people's commenting in, and I appreciate all of y'all. I really do. I try to answer all. Trucker B, I see you on here too. I try to answer all the comments back. So if you have any questions, leave them to me, and I will do my best to answer back. Like I said, as soon as I can. I will answer it back. It just might take a little longer than normal, but I know that I have to drive. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's a live view. But Any videos y'all want to know, let me know. Leave a comment below and let me know if you have any videos you're thinking about. Yeah, I wish they would too. Yeah, I wish they would, man. I wish that, veterans would do a little better out here, but it's crazy. They get crazy out here. I get crazy out here driving. Come on. But yeah, if y'all can think of any video tips, if y'all have any questions, let me know. I will do them. People ask me, my videos are based on y'all's questions. So, I did a video the other day about, driving in the rain. Somebody asked me about it. I did a video about why are truck drivers quitting. Somebody asked me about it. I did a video on it. If you ask me a question like, hey, how does this work? I'll do it. I had somebody ask me a question last night about team driving. So I'm going to do, I have done team driving in the past. I don't like it. I think it sucks. I don't think it's safe, but that's my opinion on it. But I will do a video about that soon. How's the International holding up? I want to drive that, but I'm also looking for the Mac Anthem. Yeah, Mac Anthem, they're nice, buddy. I'm driving a 23 International right now, and it's doing pretty good. It's got the leather interior. It's great. It's an automatic. I've had no issues with it. I am about to trade it in, though. I'm not really trading it in. I'm a company driver, but they just got a new Peterbilt in. It's got a PACCAR engine in it. Don't have the Cummins in it, but they want me to drive it for some reason. The PACCAR engine is, I don't know how good it is, but they've never had a PACCAR engine, so they want me to try it out. So no driver, they know I don't drive rough, and they want me to try it out and see how it does on fuel. So it's a brand new Peterbilt. I'm waiting on tags. It's sitting in the yard right now in Dalton. This is a brand new Peterbilt here. I put 54,000 miles on it already, so it's pretty much still new. But the other one's, they got 100-some miles on it. It's brand new, but it smells fresh and everything. So I'm gonna be swapping that, and I'll let y'all know how. But the Peterbilt's been great. I mean, the International's been great. What do y'all think about these wind tunnels? Jay's party, you still on there, Jay? You still here? Look at them big wind turbines over here. You see those? They're huge. Guys, yeah, PACCAR so-so. I'd drive it, but they aren't smooth. Yeah, that's what I heard too. But I don't know. Like I said, it's a new truck. It's brand new, and if it messes up, then I'll just go to another truck. But they got some Peterbilts in there with some Peterbilt with some Cummins in it, which is pretty good. But I said, I'm a company driver, so they don't keep me in a new truck. I'll swap around, try them out. You know what I mean? But I have liked this International. It's been really good. They got a lot of beeping safety features on here, which is hard to get used to, but they are good. They are really good. I made a bad mistake. Listen, and I'm not afraid to admit it. I'm a 15-year driver. I'm over a million mile safe driver, but I made a mistake not too long ago, and that's taking my eyes off the road, and I almost hurt somebody. And anybody can do it. So I try to be humble and try to be honest with y'all. I was driving down the road, and somebody come up next to me, and they were honking the horn and blowing the horn. They were trying to come in. My passenger seatbelt was hanging out, and I'm like, what? And they come around the left side, honking the horn and yelling out the window, and I look for about 2 seconds, and what happens? I come over hill, and traffic will stop, and my truck has automatic stopping. It said beep beep, and it locked the brakes up, not locked it up, but try to soften the impact, and they caught my attention. I looked, and I was able to swerve, take evasive action, and go right beside that car, but I would have hit them, so that sucked. So I do stand beside this safety feature on this truck. That is good. It has the lane assist. If I go over the lane, let's see if I can do it real quick. I don't want to swerve too much, but if I go over this lane, it shouldn't make a noise. Let's see. Hear that? Y'all hear that? That loud noise? Operation. So yeah, so if you get outside your lane, or let's say I try to swap lanes without using a blinker, it's gonna make that noise. So it's a safety feature. You can turn it off if you're in construction, but it only lasts for like 10 minutes and it comes back on. So if you're falling asleep, that's a good safety feature to have. Most of the new trucks have it. I know the International does. I don't know if the Peterbilt does or not, but anyways. So anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this live session. I appreciate y'all watching all the way to the end. Like I said, it's a good 30-minute session. I'm going to be doing these live videos soon, so leave me a comment, send me a message, and let me know what days y'all recommend, and we'll see what happens on it, y'all. I appreciate it. Y'all stay safe out there, drivers. So I'm going to go ahead and end this live session. Hey, let's get it.